You're one of those people who say you're hard stuck GM and that you want Celestial, but you just can't quite get it because all your teammates suck, and then they hold you down and can't get that quite next rank up. Well, this is what that's for. I'm gonna be going over this team, enemy team right now. Mistakes. I'm gonna start with healer because I feel like that would be most interesting. Why is it so slow? Okay. I didn't really have. I don't want to play right now, so I don't want to upload like an actual game because I'm being chokeholded into GM. I was Celestial, and now I'm on the longest loss streak known to mankind. So I decided, hey, while I'm in this rank, this hell of a rank that has nothing but bark-eating monsters, I'm gonna go over the mistakes and hopefully help a few people out. Okay, so we see a little bit of hesitation coming out the door because obviously you can see on the above the screen of the outline, there I am. So, is you have right to have hesitation? She's dead. Yeah, okay. So, what do you, I just killed her. Okay. Oh my god. I'm ascending. Anyway. Why did she die? Now, a lot of people say Black Panther's broken, crying, blah, blah, blah. But you can watch this cloak. We walked out, and we had hesitation coming out the door, as I said, but we had no hesitation going down the choke. Now, a lot of people don't realize this is a choke. Just like the bridge is a choke, and this bridge right here, this two little bridges you can break, where the enemy usually is right now. This is a choke as well. This is a very narrow corridor. And for Black Panther, it's pretty good to get kills here because you don't have to worry about them going all over the place. It's not very open. Hard to miss your dashes. She kind of just walked forward, right? No real hesitation, no checking anything. Just kept going, thinking everything was going to be okay. Now, I can understand doing that the first time because you're not aware of the enemy team comp. That's why I'm always constantly checking what their team comp is. Even at the beginning of the match, when the characters aren't quite revealed, I'm waiting for all of them to be revealed. I'm also looking here, I'm looking who they have. Like, I see that cloak and dagger, and I'm like, okay, that's my target. So a mistake here is not having good situational awareness. This isn't even like perfect situational awareness. This is just not even good because they're not even looking behind you. So we can let it go the first time. Fair enough. You didn't know. The second time now. What happens the second time? I'm here again. I see her. I see Struggle and her. Okay. Well. Oh, there we go. There we go. I kind of messed it up. I think I remember this. I think I missed a dash, but mainly because she jumped to the right. And she bubbled down and went to cloak. And did she blind? I don't see the cooldown. But very good. I'm now at 1 HP. Perfect. You love to see that. There you go. That's good right there. I did miss the dash too. I might have been able to kill her. But instead, I die. So, first time mistake, second time we corrected. This is good. Two of our teammates just died. And I'm also now back. And we're healing a squirrel girl that's way out of reach for us. She's dead. There's no point in healing her. This squirrel girl is cooked. And we also lost our DPS and our second healer. Our Moon Knight's here. Our Taint's 1 HP inside. She's dead. And now you're dead. Should have just left. Should have just left. We shouldn't really be there. The mistake there was not being aware of what your team is doing and what to do in that situation. Now, this is important, actually. This is a very important skill to have, because if your team is dead or dying or in a bad position, you're pretty much going to get cooked. The whole team's going to get cooked because they're not playing correctly. They're not playing right. So you as a healer need to get the hell out. You got 2 people dead. Your other teammates are about to die. Bounce. Just leave. Go back to spawn. Regroup. Don't stagger. Luckily, everyone kind of died, like, in a quick manner, you know, together. So you're kind of regrouped here. I was so scared. I remember this. I do. I was terrified. I was so scared. I messed up the dash. And look at this. I missed the dash and I was spamming it, dude. I was like, oh, no, dude. You can see immediately when it comes up. Insta-pressed. Okay, so we're ulting. Why are we ulting? Did we notice 2 minutes left on the clock and we got stared? Where are we ulting? Hold on, let's go back. Okay, our second healer is healed up. Our tank is low. I think this is an okay ultimate because it saves the tank. And it also gives you an opportunity to push the team, the enemy team. And it's okay. I do this a lot, actually, when I'm playing support. I open up the fight with a healing ultimate. Because it just gives you that extra big push to kind of open and begin that team fight and gives you a big advantage. I don't think it's a bad idea. Okay, we hear Starlight Witch gonna counter us, so we go hide. Smart. If we didn't do that, she'd be dead. Okay, now we're in our ultimate. We used the Terror Cape or whatever to weaken people. We're not in the ultimate anymore. We're not in the ultimate. If I had my cooldowns, she would be dead. This is a little dangerous. She's very lucky I did not have my cooldowns, because if I did, she loses this fight. So, and we're not in the ultimate anymore, and it's also gone, so you gotta play a little safer now. Just like that. See, you're not playing safe. You're in the enemy. You're in the enemy point. You're not near your team. You're not on the point. You're alone, and your tank isn't with you, and Struggle and Mr. Fantastic are up here on Jeff. Poor Jeff, dude. He's getting touched. Look at his face. Anyway, you are kind of about to win the fight. You have my tank dead. You have my healer dead. And Jeff is about to die. So it's basically just 3v5 right now. And your Punisher's coming back. However, you just died. Now, the problem here, the mistake here, is that you're in a bad position. First of all, you're hugging a wall, and that's good for me, because my dashes don't go anywhere. So I just immediately dash you again. And you're not near your tank, so your tank has no idea. So you gotta, the position here needs to be better. Go to you. Oh, well, you're dead. Okay, we are on point still. We're healing from far away. Again, very far away. Where am I? Did I die? I don't know. This is just you're not near anybody right now. Like even your Invis is pushing up. Look, Invis is in there, dude. She's in there. She's literally in the thick of it right now, and you're like going to spawn again. Okay, we Invis ulted. You see, okay. Here's the problem. How many people just got eaten? Nobody got eaten. But I don't actually know how. I think everyone jumped and anti-CC'd. So let's imagine a scenario where Invis got eaten, Mr. Fantastic got eaten. Oh, no, he's dead. Squirrel Girl got eaten. So 2, right? Invis and Squirrel Girl. If you were there and cloaked them with your invulnerability, they would not have gotten eaten in that specific scenario. This is pretty lucky that they did not. It's pretty lucky that Invis did not. I think she jumped over it, which is kind of crazy that she can do that. But and now you're in because you realize you need to be there. You realized you needed to be closer. It was a mistake to be too far back. You also I feel like you kind of wasted that bubble. Yeah, no, I don't, yeah, no, see. I think this bubble is kind of wasted, and you're also, you notice me going on you, engaging, and yet you're ignoring me. You're pretending like I don't exist. And you know what that does? It gets your Squirrel Girl killed. See, now you're acknowledging me. But it's too late. Your team's dead. You see, you need to acknowledge when you're being engaged. You had another healer. You need to heal your own team. And not just kind of... I don't even know what was happening. Kind of just healing in front of you at nothing. So we're ulting its overtime. Smart. Okay, we got the point. Basically because your ultimate. That ultimate was good. You came back and immediately ulted because there was overtime and your other healer didn't have ult. That was smart. Let me see what health you were at. Hold on. Go back a bit. What we... Oh. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is kind of just another thing about positioning. You're again far away from your team, and your team's dying. I just think, and you're kind of, the invis is invisible, healing herself back, so you're kind of solo healing in this moment. Cloak is an interesting character because she has auto lock aiming where you don't need to aim, so you will be kind of far away because it feels safer and you don't need to worry about aiming, so you're going to hit everyone anyway. But if you think about it, if you're close into your team, your heals are going to come faster. They don't, the daggers that heal them don't have to actually travel through all that airtime to hit them. They have to travel through less airtime when you're closer. So you should be closer, probably around where your invis is, because if you are where your invis is, then it's going to be some real big healing instead of just good healing from invis and kind of airport healing from you. You know, you're kind of just like away sending in heals, you know, and it's just like, well, it's a little slow.
Only 60 seconds left.
I think we're regrouping here, which is nice. I like to see that. We're waiting in spawn for everyone to respawn, and then we can go out. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I canceled that ultimate. That's crazy. Let me see that from my point of view. Wow. Dude, what a clutch. What a clutch. Wow, dude. Damn, that was the whole ult too. The problem here is you kind of stuttered. I mean, let's look at the team. You had Miss Fantasta's up here. Star-Lord's going there to the point. He's coming out of the spawn. I think he's coming out of spawn. She was moving up too. You kind of stuttered. You didn't really know where to go or what to do, and when to pop your ult. What you really should have done is just kind of moved up with your tank, because your tank's more up here, and you're like by the stairs healing people who are already full HP, and then you see your tank low probably, and you decide to ult through this little hole, which I don't think is smart anyway, because I mean, what happens if you get stuck on this little lip? It's happened before. It happens all the time in this game. What you should have done is just kind of, if you want to ultimate, just go through main, cloak up, and then ult. So no matter what happens, no one can really kill you, and you can also see me if I'm coming. If you can literally just look. If you go main, look to your left, and you'll know if I'm coming. That way you can cloak up and then ultimate, and there's just simply no way I will kill you. Simply no way Black Panther will kill you. But instead, you go this path with a bunch of openings, and then you ult super late.
Extermination!
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
By the eye of Agamotto!
The current score is 0-1.
Again, you didn't really leave spawn. I don't know. I feel like this person is positioning so far back all the time. Like, they're always so far back. I know that they're a healer, and to healers, being behind the team kind of equals being alive, but not all the time. And sometimes it's not that good because you want to be close up so your heals are more quicker. This is what I don't like when what healers do, is that they're really passive when, especially Cloak and Dagger has a lot of survivability. So if you're playing Cloak, even Invis or Rocket, it's like, don't be afraid to,
My time to shine.
you know, be up close. And don't frontline. You're not a frontline character. You're a healer, yeah, you're not a tank. But don't like be 20 feet behind your team. So this healer went tank, went Venom. Maybe they're more comfortable on Venom, I don't know. But we can look at this healer now. We can also look at Loki.
The battle starts in 5.
We just went over a Cloak, so we're gonna go over this Loki for this round.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
When doom has been brought to heel, I will choose Asgard's future.
Okay, we're shooting the ground because he's healing his splash damage. That's smart. We did just lose our tank. This is bad. This is really bad. This is really, really, really bad. Our position was right here. You lost a tank, so my team's gonna roll in and steamroll, and we're positioning pretty much right on my team. And if we're going to pretend to be a clone, that's fine, but we're not moving either. You know, we're moving around. So what you want to do if you want to pretend to be a clone is not move. In that position, you're gonna die anyway. But if you want to do that, I guess what you should have done is come back through here, TP maybe up here, and then heal the people who are left alive. But instead, you I just positioned way too into my team. If you haven't noticed a trend now, a lot of healing is positioning. It's a lot of understanding where you need to be at what time. Because healing is pretty easy, right? Like you just kind of point and click. You don't really need to worry about too much other than managing your cooldowns, making sure you don't double support ult. But mainly you need to make sure you stay alive. You need to make sure that whether they have dive or they don't have dive, you're staying alive. And a lot of that has to do with positioning. Like right now, this isn't too bad. We're kind of with the team. We're kind of solo tanking thing. This isn't the greatest game for them because they're solo tanking thing. But I think they've been solo tanking, which isn't good. But they're gonna lose this really soon. So a lot of this game was just positioning. It was a lot of just worrying about positioning and where to be because a lot of it was bad for them. I've lost so many games. Look at this. Look at this. The MVP and SVP. Oh Lord. I used to be Celestial, man. What the hell happened? Is this the... yeah, I think that's the game where I spawn camped them, but that's kind of... There's nothing really to say there other than they got wrecked. 18-13. Okay, they died 13 times. We can go over this, and they're also triple heal. This is symbiotic surface.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area. The battle
That's my
starts in
team.
5, 4,
Let's go over
3,
Jeff.
2, 1.
A lot of Jeff players. Okay, already we are in kind of a weird position. We're kind of on top of this little box thing. I don't really know if we need to be there per se. I understand it gives you a good look of everything, but your scroll girl here is getting some damage. You're kind of bubbling yourself. I don't really think you need to be doing that. We can also hear the BP. We heard him, and you're not turning around, which is not good. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty basic right now. Jeff can kind of afford to be a little more closer without, like, worrying about positioning due to him being able to go underwater and move really fast.
That is much better.
Man, this is boring. Okay, we were ulting. Do we want to take him off the edge? Oh, we died. Yeah, I don't know if that was a smart ult. This map kind of sucks for Jeff because his ult can't really go anywhere. And he also insta-dies because it's really open and obvious where he is and all that. So our positioning is a little closer, which I do like. I do like that we're closer to the team and we're not really far away. I do like that we're pretty much constantly healing and not really worried about DPS as much as we're more worried about keeping our team at full HP. That's smart. It's not me on BP. I'm on Magneto right now on the enemy team for this Jeff. If it was me on BP, this Jeff would be dead 10 times over because Jeff is really easy to kill as BP.
Tremble before fast!
Only 60 seconds left.
Here they are. The fools.
I appreciate you.
I can't believe they really screwed Magneto's shield. You know, they really they nerfed it so hard and it was so weird. I didn't feel like his shield was that oppressive. You know, like I don't know. Anyway, we died here because we're on main. We shouldn't really be on main. I liked when we were on the sides, and as confusing as it was to me, being on those little boxes in the middle wasn't the worst scenario because if you were getting hit, you could immediately drop. You could see everything as well. So honestly, thinking about it, it's not the worst place to be, as unconventional as it is. Okay, we got okay, I hate this. I hate this. I hate Jeffs who do this. If you're gonna eat your own teammate, do not throw them into the ground. You want to throw them up into the air. You know why? Because that means your teammate that you ate can get a good POV of what's happening and where they need to be. So if I'm thrown into the air and I see, okay, there's BP. I mean, Hulk can't really deal with the BP, but you can know that BP's there and maybe go on it if you want. Or you can see that your team is dying and you're not really winning the fight. You can just leave or die on point. You can have that decision made already. Or if you're thrown into the ground, it's kind of like, oh crap, I'm eaten. Oh crap, I'm on the ground. Oh crap, Balloon is ulting. Oh, there's Strawdrow. Oh wait, BP's right here. Uh-oh. You know, a lot of Jeffs do this too. They just throw in random directions or on the ground. And it's like, no, stop. Don't do that. Have a goal. Like, help them.
Ready to put on a show.
So this isn't a bad idea as Jeff. You kind of threw me actually away from the point and away from my team. And it would actually take me a minute to get back due to like me having to climb the stairs. So on this map where you can't really do anything with Jeff's ultimate, that's not the worst thing to do. but unfortunately in this specific scenario, it was kind of useless because my team already won the fight. So honestly, maybe you should even hold that. Or maybe you should ult if you see an actual opportunity to eat more than 2 people. Because if you eat more than 2 people, and not just me, just one person, might actually be not a bad idea. So, we switched to Mantis. This is interesting. I forgot that they did this. We are now Mantis.
I need assistance.
Mantis is a cool healer. I'm glad she's getting that percentage-based buff. I think that's going to make her a lot nicer to play. I can't wait to try her out. I think it's going to be really nice. I have a lot of hope for it. You know, as a Mantis Lord, I have Lord on Mantis. I have quite a lot of hours on her. I never really damage boost myself. I don't think there's a point. I would rather damage boost my team. I heal and damage boost my team as much as possible. And that's why I rack up a lot of assists. Sometimes I'll have like 50 assists. So I would rather damage boost this Magneto 2 times, so it's for 18 seconds. And then I would damage boost this Squirtle. Because right now, you're just healing this Magneto. That's all they're doing. But you have a Squirtle right next to you. If you damage boost this Squirtle, her pressure goes up so much. So what you should do is you should have a healing leaf on Cloak, and then a healing leaf on Mag, and then damage boost Mag and damage boost Squirtle. But instead, we're literally perma using 1 leaf on Mag.
I am ready to put on a show.
Also, while we're ulting, we can use the leaves. So if we ult, we don't have to worry about healing. They're getting constantly healed and overshield. So you should use your damage boost. If you're ulting, damage boost this Squirtle, damage boost this Mag, and damage boost whoever is on your team. But instead, we didn't use a single leaf when we were ulting. I don't think the positioning was too bad. I think you just really didn't use your leaves to the best of their ability. I think that you should have used them a lot more. And now we are Inviswoman. Which is fine. They have a BP, so if you're Mantis, you're kind of going to get eaten alive.
Down to 30 seconds.
Okay, we're facing BP right now. That BP messed up. Okay. We're not aiming at anything right now. We're spending like 8 seconds not actually healing anything. We're lucky that Clotal is down because we're not hitting anything right now. We don't have a specific target in mind. When you're healing, you need to have a specific target in mind of who you're healing. We were aiming at the cart for like 5 whole seconds. Don't do that. When you're a healer, you need to look at who is low and heal them. And then you need to look at who else is low and heal them. I'm sorry. What am I seeing right now? What am I seeing? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I thought something was kind of weird. I wasn't sure how I felt about what I was looking at right there. It was a little weird, but I think never mind. Okay, we're kind of ignoring. A lot of healers do this. The last healer did this. I don't know if this is a GM thing or not, but you're kind of ignoring who's on you. You're not acknowledging that you're being dove. You know, this isn't even like a BP is too fast, and you're just not acknowledging it. You're not consciously understanding that you're being dove, which is not not helping you at all.
Only 60 seconds left.
I mean, did you have ult right there? I want to see if she had ult. No. Honestly, ult this. Honestly, ult it. Your team's here. It's a team fight. A team fight is happening. Ult it. Just do it. Win this team fight or force that Luna to use her ult. Because either then you're gonna get two support outs off the board, you're gonna get yours out, and you're gonna get the enemies out. Or they don't, and you win that team fight, and then your coach is gonna get ult pretty fast. So just ult this. Be like, oh crap, I'm getting killed. Let me ult. You need to... he died really fast, but... Should have just ulted, honestly. Should have just ulted that. Because now your team's dying. Because they have no healers. It would have been a great idea to ult immediately when you got it. Sometimes it's fine to ult just to win that team fight. You don't always have to ult because of DPS ult. It's not a bad idea, but when there's no specific enemy ult to counter with yours, then just pop it for a team fight. Like this, no one is ulting right now,
I am ready to put on a
but you did it anyway. You should have just done this at the choke, because if you did it at the choke, it would have been, you would have won. Or forced that Luna earlier. Honestly, again, you're not acknowledging. I heard the BP multiple times behind us. I was waiting for them to acknowledge it, but she never did. So again, we're just kind of looking forward. We're not looking behind. We know there's a BP, and we're not looking around. We're just looking forward. I think that's enough to give a explanation of what to do. So what you want to do as a healer is be very aware of your surroundings and be very quick with when you ult or when you don't want to ult, and make sure you have a target in mind, like on your teammate. Like, make sure you're healing a specific teammate. Don't just heal the air. If it's a team fight going on, make sure you're healing a teammate. You're not just throwing stuff around. You got to do things with purpose. Because if you don't do that, they're just gonna die. Anyway, that's about it. Seems like I think we did some pretty good notes there.